verse number 24. To get in the stand. Matthew 8 and 24. And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he said unto them, Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the seas, and there was a great calm. But the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? That's all I feel led to read. You can be seated. Amen. It's a good opportunity to be back. It's been a while, probably the longest I went without getting to preach at Antioch. It's been almost 4 months now, so amen. It feels good to feel like you're back at home. But I begin to think about how it says right here, it said they asked a simple question. What manner of man is this? And no doubt it was a sincere thing they was asking. They was wanting to know what kind of man is this that when he speaks, even the wind, the waves, and everything else obeys him when he speaks. And I begin to think and read about how that he said that, how they've been with him for some time on the ship. But yet, when trouble arose and hard times came, it still yet came. And they was saying, what manner of man is this? How can he speak unto the winds and they obey him? And how can they speak into the storm and the sea and it all just be calm? But I have news for you. If you don't know what manner of man that this is, amen, you don't really know what kind of power he has. Amen. But if you really know what kind of man this is, amen, Amy, at the midnight hour when you're feeling bad, there's a man came by and you know what power he has to do. And you know when you're in the deepest place in debt and you say, I don't know how we're going to make the car payment. Yes, somebody comes by and you know what kind of man this is. Now I heard somebody say that he's 50% God and he's 50% man. But I want to tell you that's wrong. He's 100% God and 100% man. You cannot take a mortal man and make him immortal, but I want you to know that he was not just a mortal man, he was a God man. And the Bible began to say, see, the fleshly part of the man began to weep at Lazarus' tomb. He began to say, why has my friend died? But let me tell you, when the spiritual man showed up, he began to say, Lazarus, come forth. Amen. What are you talking about? I'm telling you what kind of man this Jesus is. Amen. I begin to think about the man that laid at the gate laid at the pool for 38 years. He was looking for somebody, amen, to help him get to the water. He needed some way to be made whole, but every time it came time for the water to be stirred, somebody jumped in before this man. But I heard that man say for 38 laid out there waiting on somebody to come to my aid, and nobody came to help me. 38 years I laid there waiting on the church member to come, but they never came by to help me. For 38 years I waited for the preachers to come by, but they never came to help me. What are you saying? But there was one man that came by that day. He said, wilt thou be made whole? No doubt the man at the pool was thinking, well, that's an ignorant question. I'm laying here at the pool, everybody's getting healed, but yet that man said, I have no man to put me in the water. Well, the physical man of Jesus didn't put him in the water, but the spiritual man showed up and he said, well, take up thy bed and walk. I believe he walked by some blind people. I believe he walked by some lepers, and they begin to say, where do you think you're going? He said, I gotta go. I've been made whole by the man with the holes in his hand. I've been made whole. Amen. I serve a man with the matter that he can. Amen. He can heal the sick. He can take the lame man and make him walk again. How do you know? Because I've seen too many people sitting on their deathbed and just waiting to cross over. But something comes out of that room and they begin to get healed. They begin to get better. A preacher don't happen to everybody. No. But I can tell you this. I've seen enough miracles happen to know that it's proved. Amen. I was talking to a friend the other day. He said, I ain't ever seen a real miracle in my life. I've never actually seen one. And I can say I have seen miracles done. Oh, but I want you to know, one night on the altar of God's grace, I was wanting to know what manner of man this was. And I said, God, you see my sin-sick soul. You see, I'm on my way to hell. And something came inside of me. What manner of man is this? It's a man that can heal your sin-sick soul. Amen. I begin to think the woman with the issue of blood. The Bible says she fought with it for many, many years. And it said that rather she grew worse. And then it began to say that she went on. And she said, but I heard about a Galilean from over there. And she said, I believe if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I know I'll be made whole. What made her know? Because she heard someone say, maybe she bumped into the man and laid by the pool. And he told her, said, hey, go to that man up there. Amen. He's got the power to heal you. And the Bible said when she touched the hem of his garment, that immediately she was made whole. Amen. Let me tell you something. If he would made you whole, you would fall down and worship at his feet. But some of us, we're just like the leopard. We left and never said thank you. But if we would come into his courts with thanksgiving and say thank you, God, for what you've done, maybe God will come in and bless the people. Now let me tell you, when the Bible talks about, amen, when Jesus was going up to the mount to be tempted by the devil asked him to worship him. A single act of doing something. He did not ask him to continue worshiping. Just one time he asked him to worship him. You know why he didn't ask him to serve him? Because that what you worship is what you're saying is worth something. And that's what you're saying is your God. The devil didn't have to ask him to serve him, because whatever you're worshiping, that's what you're serving. If you're worshiping the TV, that's what you're serving. If you're worshiping the computer, that's what you're serving. Preacher, what are you talking about? Amen. The devil came into us. He said, I ain't asked you to serve me. I just asked you to do it one time. But one time can lead to your doom. Amen. If you think it's tight in here now, just hold on. It's going to get tighter. Amen. I begin to think how many times we go to church and we look around and we say the service is dead. It's the one who's leading it. It's the one who's singing. It's the one who's... It's not none of that. Amen. It's when a people gets their mind on everything else. We wonder where the power of God is. And the power of God's where it's always been. The power of God's still where it is. In the beauty of holiness. Of living clean before God. How do you know that's right? Because when I go and I just got out of services and I begin to preach the truth, amen, people begin to act different. They begin to get irritated. You say, preacher, are you making this personal? Yeah, I want it to be personal. You need to have a connection with God. And when the enemy comes down and he's asked you to do this, he's asked you to sneak off and do that, amen, you can stand up and say, no, I worship God, and he's the manner of man that pulled me out of hell and cleaned me up and can straighten me up if we follow him. Amen. I heard one person say, amen, my daughter came home every night before 9 o'clock. Amen. How did she end up pregnant? In Dallas, they thought that only works after midnight. But it works all the time. You just got to work it. Amen. What are you talking about? Amen. Sin is going through defiling. Amen. Sin is trying to kill each and every one of us. It's its job. That's what it's made to do. Oh, but I serve a manner of man that nobody else can do. And when the enemy comes in, amen, like a flood, I can stand up and say that God that created you, Jacob, and formed the O Israel, amen, or something like that. Amen. I can tell you this, amen, when the waters get high, I am not overtaken. Amen. When the fires kindled up on me, I am not burned. Why? Because I'm serving a manner of man, amen, that no one else can do. I heard a story over there, one in foreign countries. Amen. This woman and her daughter was getting ready for a school. And it said that the earth began to shake. They tried to make it downstairs, but they could not make it down the stairwell before the building collapsed. The building fell upon the mom, and the little girl was trapped and couldn't get out. And they laid down there. And they lasted a pretty good while, but just a little while in, about 2 hours, the little girl said, Mommy, I'm thirsty. And the mom fella went around trying to find something. They have rolled out, and she found a jar of jelly, and she took that jar of jelly, and she said, drink this and eat this. It'll suffice you for a little while. Amen. And so she goes on, but it wasn't just a couple days in, and she said, Mommy, with a real faint voice, she said, I need something to drink. And that mom looked around, but there was no water. There was nothing liquid. So she took the jar and she busted it and cut her hand and let the daughter drink of her blood, just to cool her tongue. And they asked the mom, they said, how did your daughter survive? She said, well, my daughter was hungry and she was thirsty and she was dying and she needed my blood. Amen. There was a world 2,000 years ago that was thirsty, that was dying, that needed its blood. And I heard one place say, for God so loved the world, and he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever would believe on him, they don't have to perish, you don't have to die, because you got the blood applied into your life. They said, who is worthy to loose the seals thereof? I believe this. It may not be right, but I believe it. I believe when they came, and the Bible said they searched the heavens, and they searched the earth and beneath the earth. I believe they may have went over there to Daniel and there was David and said, David, you're a man after God's own heart. Surely you're able to loose the seals thereof. He said, no, I ain't worthy to loose the seals thereof. And maybe they went over there and they went to Noah and they said, Noah, you was a righteous man. Maybe you're worthy to loose the seals thereof. But Noah said, no, I'm not worthy. Maybe they asked Moses and said, you led the children out. Surely you're worthy. But Moses said, no, I'm not worthy. And the Bible said John began to weep because none was found worthy to loose the seals thereof. Oh, but the Bible said, he said, John, weep not. He said, because we found one that's worthy to loose the seals thereof. Who is it? He said, worthy is the Lamb that was slain. It's Jesus. What manner of man is this? It's the man that came from on high, hung and died. But on that third and appointed morning, the ground began to shake, and the stone was rolled away, and he rose up victorious over death, hell, and the grave. What manner of man is this? My God defeated death. My God defeated the grave. My God defeated hell. What are you saying? And you can too if you follow him. Amen. I never really understood what the blind man was talking about. I've never been blind. Some people put my glasses on and say you are, but I've never been blind. But I begin to think, on December the 9th, 2007, I realized I was blinded by seeing the gods of this world. It said blinded you. But I want you to know, I don't know much about the council. I don't know much about Revelation. But I can tell you this. I once was blind, but now I can see. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Amen. What are you talking about? Amen. When the storms of life are raging, he'll stand by me. When everything's going wrong and all hell's breaking loose, I can look at the devil and say, what manner of man is this? And in the midst of my trials, in the midst of my pain, he shows up and he delivers me. Oh, Paul and Silas, if we ask them, what manner of man is this? I believe they say at the midnight hour, he'll deliver you out of the jail cell. If we ask old Daniel, amen, when you're in the lion's den, what kind of God is he? I believe he'll say he's the God that'll send an angel to shut the lion's mouth. If we ask the woman with the issue of blood, what kind of man is he? I believe she'll say he's the kind of man, amen, when you got a blood issue, he can come down and he can fix it for me and you. Oh, let me tell you, I'm almost done. People say There's power in the Word, and there is. I believe in reading the Word of God. Amen. One writer said, it's a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Another one said that it's like a milk. Another one said that it's like water. And another one said it's a two-edged sword. And it goes on. It's sharper than any two-edged sword. It talks about how that it's quick. And that word quick right there, it means alive. What are you talking about? The God that I serve, the words that I'm preaching, they're alive because He's alive. If it wasn't for the resurrection, like the brother said, it wouldn't be none of us able to get here. But thank God for Jesus. When the power came down from on high, and they said, no, you can't leave us. He said, I have to. He said, but don't stay ye here gazing. He said, for likewise I went away. He said, I'll be back again. They said, we need something. And over there around Acts chapter number 2, it said, and the house was filled, and they all began to speak with tongues, and they all began to say, and they said, you're drunk. They said, we're not drunk as you suppose. How many's ever been drunk to where you didn't know in the spirit what was going on? Amen. Let me tell you, I've been in the place I didn't know who was who, but I can tell you this, I knew what man or man he was when I was in the spirit. Amen. People want His presence, but they don't want His word. The Bible said mercy will endure forever, and that's right. But it also said that truth shall endure forever. What they want His presence, but they don't want the truth. All the charismatic churches, they need a good song to clap their hands to, and it's time to have church. But it takes more than just having, amen, His presence. Because His presence was on the ship, but the storm was still raging. The storm was still beating. But when He spoke, the storm began to stop. It ceased immediately. And when He was at the tomb of Lazarus, His presence was there, but nothing happened. But when He began to speak, Lazarus come forth. Amen. He came out of the tomb. What do you say? I serve a speaking God. I don't serve a dead God. I was at one of these restaurants. You may think that that's all right. But I was looking at the Buddha statue, and I said, if you can talk to me, I'll quit serving every bit of Jesus. I'll never speak His word again. I waited, and as I was walking out the door, I stopped to listen. I didn't hear a thing. That told me I better keep on going with the God that'll speak to me, with the God that'll deliver me, because if I stick with Him, what manner of man is He? He's the God of my life, the King of kings, the Lord of lords. They said there is a number that no man could number, and there was all clothed in white, and they said honor and power and might be given unto Him, for He is worthy of it all. Amen. That's enough. Praise the Lord. Amen. Whoever wants to come, please take over from here.